global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today. There is a lot of controversies going on right now on social media over the fact that again, the Southeast may be feeling a strong bite of marginalization. This time around, is obviously it's glaring to the eyes of many as things that are unfolding clearly shows that if these things are not stopped now, we don't know exactly what this will lead to. But before we go to the newspaper to find out why a lot of Southeasterners, youth in Southeast are crying foul, and the fact that also there's been an accusing finger pointed at UGM and the level of insecurity in Southeast that may be the cause of all this. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see about notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Alright, let's go straight into the news of the day. As part of the effort to boost the capacity of Nigerians to work in the oil and gas industry, the Petroleum Technology Development Fund PTDF has shortlisted 8,800 candidates from over 26,000 applicants for this year's Overseas Scholarship Scheme (OSS). The PTDF OSS is an annual program that awards scholarships to Nigerians for MSc and PhD studies in partner universities in the United Kingdom, Germany, France, China, and Malaysia. Speaking on the process for this year's selection, Mr. Bello Mustafa, manager of Overseas Scholarship Scheme PTDF, said the process, which started in December 2021, would see the shortlisted candidates interviewed across centers in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Kaduna, and Bauchi. He said over 26,000 people applied for the scholarship and over 8,000 were selected to come and do the interviews. We conduct the interviews in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, but we are doing in 5 geopolitical zones of the country this year because of the issues of insecurity in the Southeast. Mustafa explained that candidates in the Southeast have been advised to pick centers outside the region to enable them participate in the interview process. We sent them mails to choose any center in all the geopolitical zones we have. You can actually choose any center that you want. You may be in the Southeast. And you decide to come and do it in Abuja, or you can even go to Bauchi, he added. Now, a lot of people, let's just quickly summarize this. A lot of people have been crying foul that usually they should be doing this in 6 geopolitical zones. Now it's now 5. Southeast gradually have been delisted. Now, they gave their reasons why it is so. One of the reasons was the fact that the level of insecurity in Southeast is not only alarming, it's outrightly dangerous. And though they did the exams in regionally 6 geopolitical zone, but they were able to bring it out, they were able to allow participants from Southeast to go to any other center to write the exams, and as much as they can find their way down to the center, as long as they're shortlisted. Now the question now is, they keep shouting the issue of insecurity. Yes, we already know that the Monday sit-at-home order is it's something that is now a norm in Southeast. A lot of people are wondering why is it that it was not done, or they didn't choose any other day other than Monday, to hold their interview. But it's good to also note that for whatever reasons, Southeasterners, those who were shortlisted or those who made it, were intelligent enough, all right, to leave their region totally and find their way to another region to write the exams. Now, this is where the issue of insecurity comes in. This, if you ask me, is like shooting yourself in the leg. Now, something that is beneficial to all regions. This is in as much as you're Nigerian and you belong to any of the 6 geopolitical zones, but because of insecurity that is going on in Southeast, gradually, they had to find their way out of their region to write the exams to start with. All right, that time factor, while others are probably doing their finishing touches to their reading, you are busy traveling to another region just to write exams that you would have ordinarily written maybe in your state or your neighboring state. But because of insecurity that is going on in Southeast, you find yourself traveling a distance just to make up that point. Same thing with the interview. They may need to choose any other state. You can imagine even the North have a place of center. Bauchi, Abuja, they have a place of center. Southeast have none. to tell you how badly seen or how insecurity has ravaged Southeast to the point that that quickly also come to mind when you look at this whole issue. You look at also from the other part of the fact that in the same northern part of Nigeria, there were times where Boko Haram, even till date, Boko Haram is still very strong, but they still found a way within the region, like Bauchi, to write the exams. Even in the days where Boko Haram had taken over, they did not totally exempt the northern part. Rather, they created a place for all the northerners to meet to write the exams and also be interviewed. Bauchi, for this year it was Bauchi. They were really never at any point were they exonerated. Or those who have the ability, they were not exonerated. But what would have actually, this one is not my personal opinion. I felt I would, if I was to be in his shoes, there's nothing wrong with if you have to choose a place like maybe for instance Imo State, you would have chosen a day, in as much as it's not a Tuesday, it's not on a Tuesday, it's not on the day where MK's court case is hearing. You can actually do that on that free day and probably choose the governor's lodge area where you are very sure of security. And I'm very sure UGM will not possibly be coming in to disrupt something that is beneficial to their own people. Okay, but I feel that if there is a will, there's a way. If there's no love lost, there's always a way around it. If they could do it in the north, those days when insecurity was really biting deep in the north, they should find a way around it also in the southeast. But bit by bit, thank God for the intelligence being applied by those who qualified by at least finding their way to any other center to write the exams. Now, those who also were shortlisted will have to find their way any other center apart from the southeast. And now, in the whole of the southeast, not even one center is qualified, not even one state or one center is qualified to host an interview process. This is really, if you ask me, it's really bad. And a lot of people have actually they're not even looking at the part of the convener. They're actually looking at the part that IPOB, ESN, Insecurity, UGM, they should look at this in a different perspective, that they are the cause of all this. And let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. That's Nigerians talking right now. This one here is saying this is what IPOB wants for Igbos: further marginalization, so they can go on social media to tag UN and Donald Trump and Biden that does not care. IPOB, well done. Normal Nigeria marginalized Igbos, but IPOB activities is giving more excuses for further marginalization. If this continues, they might even cancel elections in the southeast and heaven won't fall. So IPOB should stop ruining Igbos in the southeast. Think about your people. The people outside don't really give a damn. This comment isn't in support of the decision of PTDF, but the fact remains, if IPOB has stayed peaceful, the PTDF and FG won't come up with this tasteless and flimsy excuse to further marginalize and stress Igbo residents in the southeast. But ultimately, IPOB is deserving of the blame. This is one Nigerian talking and is getting very vexed, putting all the blames really on IPOB and the issue of sit at home. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Quite a lot of, I must tell you, a lot of comments are going on here. Let me take one more and wrap this up. He said, we conduct interviews in 6 geopolitical zones. Mustafa explained that candidates in the southeast have advised to pick centers outside the region to enable them participate in the interview process, meaning they are truly not totally marginalized. They can still have a stake. But this time around,